International rugby is poised to return to the Southern Hemisphere this weekend. But before we get to that main event, we have a nice little taste tester involved here at Waikato Stadium, where the Māori All Blacks will be taking on Ireland for the first time since 2010. A touch too long, in my opinion. Hello everyone and welcome back along to your home of rugby, where today we have a special little encounter they have not seen for over a decade. The Māori All Blacks are back in action and they are taking on this touring island side that are due to play the All Blacks in 3 test matches over the next 3 weekends. This will give us a little taste of what this team is all about and what this Māori All Blacks side is all about as well. A team that certainly has some immense talent in the ranks as well. They've named 10 debutants for tonight's clash, and we do see the Sullivan brothers in the lineup together for the first time. There's plenty of threats throughout the home team here tonight though, and Māori All Blacks will be looking for some X-Factor plays from the experienced guys, especially in this back line. But it is a forward pack where we think that they may get one up. Ollie Norris, Kurt Eklund and Tyrell Lomax will be the big boys in this front row. Plenty of experience in here as well with Josh Dixon and Isaiah Walker-Lerere in that second row of the pack. But it's in the back line where we see plenty of experience in Brad Weber in his combination with Josh Ioane. And the excitement machines further out. Look out for this man, Connor Garden-Basham, really knows how to get to the line. Of course, Sean Stevenson for the Chiefs has been doing it for a number of years now. Up against them, well, there's one name that many New Zealanders will be familiar with. Bundy Aki, another former Chief, rolling it out here back in his home turf. He'll be partnering in that back line with the very experienced Keith Earls, but there's a lot of youth and excitement coming through this Irish side as well. In the halves, Craig Casey and Kieran Frawley will look to run things from that halves combination. And of course, we've got plenty of test match experience here with Jordan Lamar as well. In the forwards though, things may get tough for the likes of Lohman, Heffernan and O'Toole in that front row, and they'll need a big performance from the likes of Prendergast, Timoney and Coombs in that back row if they're likely to get anything away from the likes of Harmon and Grace on the other side. A quick look at the benches and you can see, take a look at the guys like Williams, Shelby Ricketts, Perenara as well, Love and of course Sullivan. There's a lot to like about that bench from the home team. For the visitors though, there's experience coming out their nose, the likes of Scannell, Healy, Conan, Murray, Carberry. Those guys have been around the test scene for a long time and they know how to make things happen. The players look ready to go out there on the field and the crowd certainly is packed in here to Waikato Stadium, so let's get things underway. Kickoff of this Irish tour is ready to go. And it will be the Irish visiting these shores with the much anticipated test series yet to come. Underway we go, no messing about from Frawley as he kicks deep down into the Māori All Blacks 22, where he'll be fielded there by Brad Weber. Here is Kurt Eklund. And they are taking no prisoners as they look towards charging their way out of the 22. Nothing little run there from Ollie Norris as Māori All Blacks struggle to hold on to possession. They get Weber back at the bases. Surely now they'll look to exit their 22. They're throwing the ball around here quite ambitiously. Nice little play from Eklund, finding half a gap for Boyapi. So he gets them out now, the 22. Rumbling left and right. Sulfur getting an offload nicely to Cullen Grace. The Super Rugby champion with the Crusaders finds another couple of metres. More pick and goes here for Ollie Norris to the turnover for Ireland. And they attack straight away. Out right inside. Jordan Lamar. Welcome to New Zealand. Lamar scores in the corner. Ireland take one phase after a lot of sacking around from the Māori All Blacks. That is crap rugby. Diabolical stuff from the home team. You've just got to get that out of your danger zone. Big turnover there from Heffernan, and they shift it quickly wide out to Lamar, and the one little shimmy away from would-be tackle of Zahn Sullivan. And the cover defence can do nothing but take his ankles away. Great try from the experienced Lamar. We've seen him do it for years gone by now, and he's proven he's still got the ticker to make that happen. Here is Frawley from the right-hand touch. And an exquisite kick there from the fly half. He puts it over, and it is Ireland leading nice and early here. 7 points to 0 out of the Māori All Blacks. Not the start Josh Ioane had in mind, that is for sure. 8 minutes on the clock, 7 points on the board for the visitors. Let's see if they can clean that up and get a little bit of territory game going their way. And consecutive possessions for a good period may work for them. It's going to be a turnover. Ollie Norris on that very fast, but it comes back for Casey. And now they look to Timony in the back line. Fast from the ruck there, the home side. The Māori All Blacks looking to shift a turnover. Here's Keith Earls talking about excitement. He's got spades of it. Big tackle at the back from Sullivan, not making the same mistake before. Oh, this is a great turnover. Little man Sullivan doing the hard yards and getting the rewards for it as well. Ireland strikes straight back. Heffernan back to Earls. Oh, big high shot from Sullivan. And Earls goes down in a sack. Well, we've had plenty of excitement, but you see straight away after just a few moments of this game that the Irish side in the back row are working exquisitely hard to make things happen. They are getting the rough turnovers for the efforts as well. As it is called to touch just 10 or so metres, probably even more than that, 15 out. The kick from Frawley wasn't the best. Here it's Heffernan, who's been very good so far, finding the middle of that line out. And it's charged forward on the back of Treadwell. Now he's Casey. How's that midfield of Arki? Width of the ball, and up with the line was O'Brien! And look out! It's John Lamar once more! Oh, the incision of O'Brien in the line has made the defence all out of whack. And they can't stop the finisher from grabbing try number 2. This was well executed right from the takedown from Treadwell. And we see Casey taking up a few steps. Nice work from Marquis, but there it was. That little incision from Jimmy O'Brien that made all the difference. Getting the overlap up with the line and causing too many problems for Connor Garden-Bishop to cope with down that left defensive side of Māori All Blacks. Not the start they were after at all. As Frawley puts it over again, another successful kick. And the kick to the corner justified after the high shot from Zahn Sullivan. And we are up 14 points to 0. Ireland, a good start to the tour so far. 2 early tries inside the opening 20, and they'll be the better team, smiling as they look towards the second stanza of this first half. Kick taken down from Timony. This could be a chance for the turnover. Billy Harmon over the ball quickly, but well defended. The breakdown from the Irish. Back throw, not another one. And this could be trouble this time. Brad Weathers called over. And so is the defensive work of Billy Proctor. He's been sent to the bin. Disaster for the home side. Billy Proctor goes. And now the question marks will be asked from the home team. Yes, that kick from Frawley is great into touch. Good distance on it as well. Finds plenty of meterage. And puts his side right back on the attack. Well, they've not missed a trick here, have they, Ireland? A lot of youth and a lot of newcomers to the side, and they've clicked just like they've been together for a million years. Treadwell again, taking down the line out and making easy yards towards the 22. No defence out here on the left. If they can shift it to Earls, they do it easily. Arkina spare the pace of Earls. Too hot to handle. And Keith Earls joins the winger party and grabs himself the 3rd try of the match, and all 3 of them going into the wingers of Ireland. Well, the forwards did the hard yards up front there. Casey got the ball, and he saw all this space. Lamar at first receiver, finding his little companion winger, and Keith Earls, who just does what he does best, and he scoots along on those little legs and runs it straight into the corner. Easy finish with so many players drawn into that maul. The defensive line quickly lost its shape. And of course, with a man in the bin of Billy Proctor, it was an easy overlap to make as well. Arki unmarked out there as Frawley adds another 2. And there's Ireland up 21 points to 0 over the Māori All Blacks, who are off to a shocking start to their short campaign. Josh Ioane would love to see his team just get a little bit of ball as the offloads are coming nicely now. Timony doing a good job. Oh, over the ball there was Billy Harmon. I don't know how he hasn't got his grubby mitts on that one. Loman, nice little short pass away. Coombs made a half a break before Prendergast in support. And again, Walker Leary over that ball very fast. Archie hit hard. As they sit right on the halfway line. Massive hole! And Prendergast goes through it again. Shrugged aside was the tackle of Weber. Casey, more room here around the breakdown. And a great offload. Finds Coombs in plenty of space. Māori All Blacks showing not many numbers into these rucks. And it may cost them. It's Lamar! First half hat-trick for Jordan Lamar. And Ireland are running rampant here at Waikato Stadium. Jordan Lamar, third try for him, fourth try for Ireland. And it's one-way traffic. The French defence here from the Māori All Blacks is rather poor. You see the gaps around the breakdown. They clean it up. And that is a terrible piece of camera work there. But Lamar open, and we know he's got wheels. You can't give him space. And this yellow card period has cost the Māori All Blacks big time. Another couple of points here on offer as we shudder our way towards half-time. Billy Proctor should be returning to the field any moment now, I'd expect. But at 28 points to nil, there is a long way back for the home side. Second half, you'd hope they get some points on the board at least. 40 minutes almost gone, 35, 36 now. And they are really struggling to even show this one out. The kickoffs far too deep and not even contended to by the Māori All Blacks at all. Josh Ioane not having a good time of it with his team at all. Depth now on the play from Ireland as, again, Keith Arrows gets on the outside. Nice little pass too, finding Frawley. He just about slips away. Nice offload, chasing it hard is Sullivan. But how about that? Prendergast almost finding acres to run. And finally, we get a little bit of ball here for the Māori All Blacks. Kurt Eklund would love to give us team something to play with near the end, but it's turned over. And doesn't that just sum this game up? Archie out wide! Don't tell me it's four! Jordan Lamar put it away! Ireland are absolutely smashing it here. 33-0. Lamar's got four. You've got to defend him. Well, it's been a half of disaster for the Māori All Blacks. A little trick round the back play from Casey. Archie again running things, and Garden Basham just coming far too narrow defensively. And Jordan Lamar just says, thank you very much, I'll take another 5. He's got 20, and the tour's barely started. Here's Frawley again to send the home team to what is a desperate halftime team talk. 35 points to nil. One-way traffic. Get the police out here. This one is criminal. Well, the faces look distraught from the Māori All Blacks. 35-0 down. They've had no possession, no territory, a yellow card as well. Nothing has gone their way. The bottom line tells the full story. 7 line breaks to nil. You're not going to win a game with those sort of stats. They need to get the ball and get back in this game. But Josh Ioane looking a bit glum. His kickoffs have been poorly received by his teammates who hardly even get close to them before they are reeled in by the Irish players. There's Bundyaki, got to be a turnover. There's something back for Cullen Grace, and Billy Proctor tries to make it happen, and it's been knocked on from Ollie Norris. It's just going back to worse. High tackle now as well from Ollie Norris. That is 2 bad plays from the loose head prop. Goodness me, that was terrible. Great turnover there from Cullen Grace. Proctor tried to keep it alive. Norris couldn't hang on. Picked up from Lamar. Who else? Can't do any wrong. And then, wow, that is a disgusting tackle there on James Hume. And it just gives the Irish an easy escape. We're only 3 minutes into the second 40 and already trends have continued as they ended the first half. There's a raking punt downfield from Kieran Frawley. Finds easy meters again. Heffernan to throw. Now, the last line out at the end of the first half was nabbed from the Irish. And they are so good at that set piece, but that's been knocked on from Casey. Now's the chance for the home side to do something about this scoreline. Not if they don't hit rucks, they're not. The advantage is still on their side as they struggle. And it comes back to Harmon, who swings it out to Weber. It's almost too little too late. That was taken back into the 22. Luckily, though, for the Māori All Blacks, it is taken quickly from Jimmy O'Brien, who rakes this one straight back down, and it's there for Billy Proctor. Offloads nicely to Eklund, but a room for Harmon! And that's a high shot coming in from Timony. And now a little bit of a chance for Māori All Blacks to get back into this game. 50 minutes in, Ioane's got to go long here. He's got to go to touch, and he's got to make big meters as well. That'll do. That'll do nicely for him. Such a player that is dependent on confidence, Josh Ioane. If he can get that up, and that kick would have done no harm at all. And the line-out's got to work as well. Eklund's last throw, of course, went to the Irish jumper. This time, he's on the money, and here is Ioane finding it out to the midfield of Poyapi, and they get it out wide. Sean Stevenson, again, chase man! Now it's Earls, and it's all going to Custer now as Ireland start to get a little bit reckless with their defensive work. And the Māori All Blacks, they've got to go to the corner. They've got to look for a try, and they go to Josh Ioane. That is what they wanted, and that is what this crowd wants as well. Their team has been undone by a very clinical opening 40 minutes by Ireland. And they'll be putting shudders up the spine of the All Blacks as well, who will watch this game with much interest. Nicely taken at the back. Weber fires into a big midfield, holding up nicely. Oh, Proctor! Oh, that is great defence from Lamar!
Release.
How he defended three players, I'll never know. Ioane, half a hole, can't go through. Good ruck defence there from Māori All Blacks as well. Weber to the left side, holding it up. Poyapi does well. Harmon, oh, another high shot. This could be trouble. And the 10 minutes will be repaid by Ireland. Who's going? Is it O'Toole? It looks like it is. Keith Earls, captain. What do you do here? Tap it? Take a scrum? No, they're going to the corner. Only 20 minutes to go. How will this Irish defence hold? That is a great kick from Josh Ioane. Now, the set piece must work. They've lost their tight head prop, Ireland. Looked like that's who went off. Eklund hits his man at the front, nicely done too. Josh Dixon doing the hard work. They come out wide to Stevenson, back to Billy Proctor, inside to Harmon. Oh, that was a little bit pedestrian. There's Isaiah Walker-Leweri, has to take it on the chin. He's offside playing that Irish backline. They go back to Dixon. Here's Stevenson again, just hitting it hard. The gaps aren't there like they were for Ireland earlier. Weber tries to make something of his own. The offload will work, and it's there for Poyapi. Try to the Māori All Blacks, and it's finally come the way of Rebecca Poyapi, who grabs the first try of the night for the home team. Too little, possibly too late, but it gets the crowd involved. Good play from Stevenson. He's a strong ball carrier, gets it close, but it was this here from Weber, and then a nice little turn and offload from Ollie Norris made things happen. Poyapi the try, and that may get the motor running. It's a little bit of a shame that they're still going to be 28 to 30 points behind with only 14 minutes to play. But Ioane, regardless, puts over the extra 2, 7 on the board for the Māori All Blacks. And that is exactly how they would have wanted to get on the board. A big try. It's probably come, though, 50 or 40 minutes too late in this matchup. Time for 1 or 2 more, though, surely, for the home side. What have Ireland got to offer, though, in counter-attack? And there is a man in the bin, of course. Pascal Basham didn't want anything to do with that ruck. This could come back the other way, though. Only 2 players in black in that ruck, and Ireland turn it back over. Now, Prendergast goes out to Frawley. What have they got out wide? Key busts through one. Proctor comes and helps out. No one wants to join that ruck. The ball stayed stationary on the line for quite a period of time. Big turnover there. Now chance for the Māori All Blacks to run. Billy Proctor looking for support. Oh, what a run from Proctor. Just ankle tap the back from Jimmy O'Brien. Room here now for Poiapi. Poiapi goes up over halfway. Now they got the tails up. The Māori All Blacks pick and go from Grace. Oh, another high shot there. As Isaiah Walker-Lereri tried to go alone, but this is going to be a good reward for the Māori All Blacks. Another yellow card. This time it's a fly half. Frawley who's got to go. His game will be over. Well, a little bit of respectability needs to come back. Ioane's tapped the ball. We're giving it to Wally Norris, who's down the short side. A little bit stationary again from Māori All Blacks, but they'll get things running now down the left. They need to score quickly if they can possibly get a restart in this game as Ioane takes the line on. Man off it seems for Ireland as they got O'Toole back from the bin. As they get a bit of width on it now. Poiapi again has been very prominent in the second 40 minutes. To the right hand side, great pass from Josh Dixon. Oh, Stevenson couldn't look wide and Stevenson breaks down. Wow, that is a massive blow. Aside from Poiapi and maybe a couple of the forwards, he has been a standout. But we do get to see a little bit of what this man, Ruben Love, can offer from the bench.
Crouch.
Surprised they didn't bring on Bailey Sullivan to lock up that right wing.
Set.
30 seconds to go. Weber will demand that his team get another try to finish this game. Going for a set play. This will be interesting. Ioane receives, goes short to Love. Gets involved out wide. Sullivan gets a beautiful ball to Billy Proctor. And the Māori All Blacks win the second half. 2 tries to Zip. But it was the first half demolition from the Irish that has proved to be too much to handle. Did they switch off at half-time? Did they want to put the rest of the tricks in the book? The Irish, maybe so. But a little bit of a comeback here from the home team has given the fans something to rejoice about. Billy Proctor on the outside channels. Didn't need his left winger, Connor Garden-Bishop, who has been nowhere tonight at all. But something back. And a little bit of respectability to the scoreline that is still going to be fairly one-sided. But at 35 points to 14, it'll be a 21-point tour opening winner for the Irish as they kick off their tour of New Zealand. The big win here over the Māori All Blacks. Well, some real key performers from this Irish side that they'll want to look out for as this season, well, this tour, I should say, goes on. Especially the likes of Jordan Lamar was exceptional. With all that first half possession, he made things happen. But you look at the forwards that we questioned at the start. Guys like Prendergast were immense, absolutely amazing. And Coombs had a good run of it as well at number 8. 5 tries to 2, Lamar with 4, Earls with 1, Frawley 5 from 5 off the tee. Poiapi and Proctor, the 2 midfielders with a try each for the Māori All Blacks. And of course, Ioane, 2 out of 2 conversions. They really had to make things happen, didn't they, the home team? And they worked till the very end. A bit more respectability on the stats in the end. The Māori All Blacks coming back, a bit of possession, a bit of territory. They made a few line breaks. But of course, the yellow cards helped their cause in the second 40 minutes. On the day, though, the finishing just not good enough from the home side. And they go down in a big way by 21 points to Ireland, 35 points to 14. That does conclude this exceptional tour opener between the Māori All Blacks and Ireland. We have seen plenty more from these players as well as the tour goes on. Of course, this weekend we've got plenty of rugby action going on, especially between the Irish and the All Blacks test number 1. And we'll try to get things here on the channel as well for that test match. But from me today, I hope you enjoyed this fixture. The Irish fans especially would have enjoyed this one, and I'll hopefully see you again this weekend for more from Test Match Rugby. Until then, thanks for stopping by. If you're new around the channel, do hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more from the rugby field. But until next time, as always, thanks for watching and take care.